Assalamualaikum and a very good morning I bid to Mr. Chan, Dr. Manga, lecturers and my fellow friends. My name is Muhammad Khalilullah bin Ishaq and I am from TESOL 2. Today, I am going to present my research which is the effectiveness of role-play teaching method used among teachers in SK Duyong. My supervisor is Dr. Muhammad Jalani bin Hassan. Background of study. Role-play teaching method has been used by many teachers to simulate a given situation. Role-play has been identified as one of the best practice to motivate pupils, helps them in their speaking skills, and increase their vocabulary knowledge. No known research studied the effectiveness of role-play method in primary school, especially in Terengganu. Role-play is an exciting method that can be used to teach students, especially when reading stories and characterization. Statement of problems. The researcher intends to study the relationship between teachers' effectiveness using role-play teaching method and the effects on their students in terms of motivation, speaking skills, and vocabulary. This is because teachers' effectiveness in teaching gives a big impact on the students. In terms of role-play teaching method, there has been a lot of research that states the benefits of role-play teaching method help to boost students' motivation, improve speaking skills, and enrich students' vocabulary. Purpose of study. The purpose of this study is to investigate the effectiveness of role-play teaching method among English teachers in SK Duyong. The researcher wanted to seek more clarification about the effectiveness of role-play teaching method and its effect on the students in terms of motivation, speaking skill, and vocabulary. Research objective: to analyze teachers' perception towards the teaching method. Number 2, to analyze teachers' opinion regarding role-play teaching method. Number 3, to identify difficulties faced by teachers in implementing role-play teaching method. Number 4, to identify the barriers faced by teachers in implementing role-play teaching method. And number 5, to analyze the effectiveness of role-play teaching method in giving motivation, improving speaking skills, and enriching vocabulary. Research questions. Number 1. What are the teacher's perception regarding role-play teaching method? Number 2. What are teachers' opinion regarding role-play teaching method? Number 3. What are the difficulties faced by teachers in implementing role-play teaching method? Number 4. What are the barriers faced by teachers in implementing role-play teaching method? And number 5. How effective is role-play teaching method in giving motivation, improving speaking skills, and enriching vocabulary? Significance of research. To investigate how teachers' effectiveness in using role-play teaching method in boosting motivation, improving speaking skills, and enriching vocabulary. Enable other teachers to know and get ideas on how to conduct a better preparation before, during, and after role-play teaching method based on the practice that is used by SK Duyong English teachers. And raises awareness to other teachers that role-play can be implemented in classroom despite its drawback and encourages teachers to use role-play teaching method. Related past research. I would like to address three past research. Number 1, a study by Raja Hazirah et al. 2017 reported that learning through role-play technique has improved students in UNIZA ability to speak Arabic, speak more confidently, and enrich their Arabic vocabulary. The second research is role-play technique improves speaking skill for Iraqi tertiary level students by Mirhis 2017, and a study by Kusser 2015 found out that role-play activities develop students' speaking skills in lower secondary school in Polish. Research design. The researcher employs case study research design to carry out this study. The researcher uses the researcher used qualitative method. The instrument used is via interview and checklist. Population and sample. The population for the studies The population for the study are English teachers in SK Duyong. The researcher used non-probability sampling method, which is convenience sampling. The sample taken are 3 out of 5 English teachers. These English teachers have experience teaching for more than 10 years. 2 of them teaches level 1, which are year 1, 2, and 3, and the other one teaches both level 1 and level 2, which are year 4, 5, and 6. Instrument for data collection. The researcher used interview and checklist. In the interview, the researcher asked 5 sections of questions. The first section is about the demographic information of the respondent. The second section is about teachers' perception and opinion about role play. The third section is about the difficulties and barrier in implementing role play. The fourth section is about the effectiveness of role play in motivation, speaking skills, and vocabulary. And the last section is about personal opinion on how to improve role play. Meanwhile, in the checklist, the researcher have used 5 components in the checklist. Number 1, demographic information. Number 2, personal opinion about role play. Number 3, preparation before role play. Number 4, preparation during role play. And number 5, preparation after role play. Research procedure. The researcher used 3 steps in the research procedure. Number 1, strategies of inquiry. The researcher used case study, and the researchers use this because he wants to study the effectiveness of role-play teaching method among teachers in SK Duyong. This is based on the benefits mentioned by past researcher. The next step is data collection. The data is collected through phone call and checklist via Google Form. And the data is collected from English teachers in SK Duyong. And for the data recording, the researcher used 2 types of instrument, which is protocol, interview, and observation. Data collection. For the data collection, there are 2 steps in data collection. Number 1, conducting a semi-structured interview with 3 English teachers in SK Duyong via phone call. And the second step is distributing checklists to the teachers that have been interviewed via Google Form. Data analysis. Number 1, collect data via phone call and Google Form. Number 2, transcribe, interview, and analyze checklists. Number 3, read through data. Number 4, code the data by locating the text segments and assigning code label. And number 5, code the text based on theme to be used in research report. Conceptual framework. The conceptual framework for this research is role-play teaching method, the effectiveness of teachers using role-play teaching method, and boost students' motivation, improve speaking skills, and enriching vocabulary. Data findings. The researcher finds out that teachers prefer using role-play teaching method and they have positive opinion about role-play under one circumstances, which is students need to involve in the activity. Teachers are more keen on using fully script role play rather than semi-script role play. Only once in a blue moon did they use non-script role play, and it is only used on advanced students. The researcher found out the challenges faced by teachers as students do not pay attention during instruction, and students do not want to participate in the activity, and students are shy. The researcher finds out that the barrier are limited time, students' lack of mastery in English, low self-esteem, inadequate speaking skills, and low vocabulary knowledge. Students' low self-esteem affect the success of role-play teaching method, and low vocabulary affects students' fondness in speaking English. Discussion. High self-esteem play an important role in contributing to students' confidence. Having a high confidence helps students to be more motivated and active in participating in class activity such as role play. It is a teacher's duty to help students in having a high self-esteem. One of the methods can be used is by using role-play teaching method. Through role-play teaching method, it helps to boost students' motivation, which in turn improves students' speaking skill and enrich their vocabulary knowledge. Conclusion. Role-play teaching method help teachers to boost students' motivation. This in turn helps to improve students' speaking skill and enhance their vocabulary. It is important for teachers to plan their role-play session carefully, as role-play requires more time compared to other teaching methods. Besides that, teachers need to ensure they have already prepared a pre, during, and post-activity after executing role-play teaching method. This is to ensure that the knowledge and skill gained from the activity is not lost and helps students to improve more so that they will have a higher self-esteem. Recommendation and suggestion. Teachers need to carefully plan their time management and ensure to divide the students into smaller groups so that it will be easier for them to handle. Teachers are suggested to prepare more teaching aids during role play. Teachers should prepare gifts as a reward for students so that they will be motivated and feel appreciated. This will also lead to a constructive and a healthy competition among students. Teachers should identify students who are shy and not active in the class to participate in the activity so that no one is left behind. Teachers should teach students the new useful vocabulary before implementing role play. And lastly, teachers should teach simple sentences that can be used so that students are familiar with role play teaching method. Implications. Teachers should be more creative when planning for role play teaching method. Teachers should plan activities that can develop students' speaking skills, especially students who are shy. Teachers should fully implement PLC or professional learning community to discuss more on how to improve their role play teaching method. Teachers should share materials, activities, modules, and conduct collaboration activities among classes. That's all from me. Thank you.